Darby, 2d6 plus sharp, please.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow.
7.
Okay.
Nice. Nailed it. Passed.
You're not dying. But you are also not sure why you can't breathe out of your nose. Like you got out of bed and everything hurt and you're sore and you like look in the mirror and you try to breathe out of your nose and nothing is happening. And a cough, which shouldn't be possible for an angel.
No. What do kids do when they're sick? I'm gonna call Morgan.
Morgan, you awake from slumber due to a combination of a pounding headache and your phone ringing.
I'm going to grab the phone and just answer it. Hello?
Morgan. Morgan.
Darcy? What's up? Hey,
Morgan.
Darcy.
Morgan.
Darcy.
Morgan,
Hey, Darcy.
what does it feel like to be sick?
So you're like, you have a stuffy nose, your head hurts, you feel all achy and gross. Maybe like when you stand up, you feel like you want to go right back to bed.
Morgan, I'm sick.
Morgan,
what do
you
I
say
do?
this while standing up and you feel like you should go right back to bed.
Yeah. Hey, Darcy, I think I might actually be giving you the play-by-play right now. I'm feeling pretty sick myself.
Oh, no.
You know what I like to do when I'm sick?
No.
I like to, first off, tell my mom, and she likes to get me a big old, bless you.
All right.
She likes to get me a big old thing of chicken soup, and then she has me take it easy for the day while I watch my favorite TV shows.
Okay, that all sounds fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell Louisa. That's what I'm gonna do.
Tell Louisa. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay. Feel better, Morgan.
Okay. You too. Hey, you too. And
Bye.
call me if you need anything. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I hate this.
This you have fought demons in hell. You have exchanged great blows with terrifying beasts. This somehow in this moment is worse. This stinks.
This is so annoying. I feel so weak, and I didn't even earn it. Man, being a kid is the worst. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Louisa. Okay, gotta go talk to Louisa. That's what Morgan said. Okay.
Louisa's downstairs. She's balancing her checkbook.
Okay, so I just have to make it down the stairs. I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
One
you?
step at a time. I'm just gonna slide down the stairs.
There you go.
I'm just gonna slide down the stairs.
Yeah, you do that thing that kids tend to do, but adults have kind of lost the joy of it, of just kind of like doing that like backside slide down the stairs. And Louisa looks up from the kitchen table. Oh.
Morgan said I'm sick.
All right, come here.
What are my favorite TV shows? That's what she said fixes it. TV. And soup. Noodles.
Sure. No, yeah, noodles. But hold on. First, hold on. She puts the back of her hand on your forehead. Okay, you're not burning up. Are you hungry?
No.
Mm.
Why would
Okay.
you ask me that?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, I'm
Sit
sorry.
in my
I'm
seat.
sorry.
Take the remote control. And Louisa runs to the sink and just kind of puts a wet towel on your forehead and kind of puts your hand on it. Okay, I'm going to make you broth, and I'm going to pour a nice cold glass of water and also a warm glass of water, and you get to choose which one you want.
Okay.
Zlobs, Mindy, you both wake up roughly around now. Zlobs, your pillow is covered in like drool and snot. Mindy, it sounds like someone's ringing a bell in your brain.
I try to drown out the snot with toaster pastries.
Yeah, that's, I mean, normally that works. But this is just on there.
I ask my dad to text Zlobs and tell him to call me when he gets a moment.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, Mather's residence.
You knew I was going to call you. You said to call
Hi,
you.
Zlobs.
Hi. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Buh.
Are you feeling bad?
I'm terrible. I'm just covered in snot and crumbs.
I woke up feeling bad, and I know that we had a movie night last night and we shared a bowl of popcorn. So I thought maybe you would be feeling bad too.
Oh no. Who got everyone sick? That was probably me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't think it's not really your fault. Sometimes we just feel sick, but I bet Nana can fix us if you want to come over.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Hello?
Click.
I was gonna say, I'm
Morgan, you, well, first let me ask, Ryan, still goofy?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Ryan slides a stack of Post-it notes under the door. And you're pretty sure they were supposed to come in a certain order, but they're all jumbled up, so it's kind of a word salad. The thing you're able to make out is Trachyon Winstonson, Harper's Bazaar, and Salamander Scoot all called the house number to say that they are sick. And also you have texts on your phone from Stanley, Kit, and Marcus that they are also not feeling well, and they don't know if they should practice.
I immediately am wondering why, or how even, that Ryan can somehow draw in Comic Sans font.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's so weird. But secondly, this sounds bad. I'm going to send a text message to both Mindy and Zlobs to see if they're sick.
The time jumps ahead just far enough to plant the four of you in the Mathers living room with 3 or 4 of the other sunflowers in the garage, because Mr. Mathers thinks that if somehow you were all in the same place, it would cause the illness to get worse. So there are some sunflowers in the garage eating bowls of oatmeal, and there are you 4 in the living room waiting to talk to Nana Mathers.
Mr. Mathers.
Yeah?
Mathers. Can I have another cup? Mine's full is not.
You know, you can blow your nose into tissues.
Mr. Mathers, I need my snot cup.
I understand. Here you are.
Thank you.
You know what? You can go ahead and take that home.
No, I already put it back in the cabinet.
Okay.
Mr. Mathers, you don't feel sick at all?
No, right as rain.
I don't. What? I asked around. I don't know if any parents got sick. It's just everybody else.
I'm on a text chain right now. Everyone's feeling fine.
I haven't gotten the common cold in years.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything common about it. I don't,
What do you mean, Darby?
because Marcus and I are both sick, and we don't normally get human sicknesses very often, if ever.
Yeah, Marcus
I don't
is
know.
one of the sunflowers in the garage, and every time he coughs, it starts peeling paint in the garage. It's just like a burst of like crackling energy, and paint starts peeling and cracking.
Can I investigate a mystery?
You definitely can.
Oh, you're so smart, Morgan.
2d6 plus sharp, please.
Well, Morgan's investigating. We should put on The Price is Right.
Oh, I love that show. Oh, it's Plinko. It's Plinko. It's Plinko. It's Plinko.
What does that mean?
I got an 8.
Okay. You can ask one of the following questions, plus your free one as well.
Oh yeah. What magic was done here?
There is definitely magic that was done here. That kind of dawns on you. And actually, we'll say for kind of sake of the narrative arc of this darn thing, you know, you and Nana Mathers kind of sit in consultation, and you know, like you're describing your symptoms, and like, you know, like Nana gives you a lozenge, and you know, but it's the lozenge that's beeping, and she tries to figure some things out, and then she asks you to kind of, because Nana Mathers is like a chemist that can replicate a lot of magic, but she's not herself a magician. She kind of relies on you. So, you know, she kind of tells you to like reach out with your magical senses a few different times. And you kind of describe what you are feeling and sensing. And in essence, you plus Zlobs, Darby, Mindy, and the rest of the sunflowers in the garage are all being affected by a diffuse but targeted enchantment.
Wait, Morgan, who are we playing this week?
I have that answer, and so does Morgan. You are playing in your final game of the regular season, the Roxbury Roses.
New team.
Roxbury
Oh,
Roses.
roses.
The Roxbury Roses.
The Roxbury Roses.
The Roxbury Roses.
Who was the last team that the Roxbury Roses played?
Yeah, I have that for you.
Maybe we should call them and see if they got sick before.
Yeah, the Roxbury Roses played. They played, I believe, the Braintree Begonias, and you know, you go onto the league website, and the Roses got rolled. The Braintree Begonias beat them in a home game in rather spectacular fashion. The Roxbury Roses, by the way, are very interesting as a team. They are famed as healers, kind of to a person, really. Like, no matter what else is going on, the Roxbury Roses' specialty in this big zany world is the ability to heal. They're very community focused. It's one of those things where you all have your territories to protect. You're all responsible for Somerville. And you know, the Roxbury Roses are responsible for the Roxbury neighborhood. However, you're all one big league, and so if you ever, for whatever reason, needed healing en masse, the Roxbury Roses are probably who you would kind of call in to help. So, they've got, a really strong reputation for this kind of thing. But yeah, they're having a middling season. It's been a tough season for them.
Mm. I remember when the Roxbury Roses cured my chicken pox 2. The worst chicken pox.
2?
Yeah.
The sequel to chickenpox?
It was so bad.
Well,
Just don't laugh at me. I was
Sorry.
it was you know how chicken pox is like a bunch of little dots?
Yeah.
Chicken pox 2 was just one.
Mindy.
Oh.
Mindy.
You look
Mindy.
so funny.
Did you still look like a chicken?
Yes.
Whoa.
Not
You
funny.
look so funny.
You purged all
I
those
think-
pictures, right?
I'm gonna fly over.
No.
I'm gonna fly over to Roxbury and get ourselves a healer. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sure, but actually,
Darby-
before you do, Darby, Morgan, you have one other question.
Okay. This is the important one, I think. What is being concealed?
Well, obviously, who did it?
Oh, stream
The
down.
feed stream might have been down.
Nope. Why?
Oh
Stream
yeah,
has-
it's
No,
frozen on my end.
This happened last
That's
time.
strange.
Yeah, what is up with this zany stream?
Oh, Zencaster. I mean, StreamYard.
Is it StreamYard?
Yeah, because it's hosted on the cloud.
It's weird because I'm still seeing all the comments come in.
Yeah. I think the comments can be separate. Like you can comment when the video's not going.
Oh,
Okay,
I think
I
we're back.
think we're back.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, great.
Are we back?
We're back. I think
We're back.
All right. Chat, 2 things. 1, what is the last thing you heard? And 2, I need the name of a Blittle Leaguer. So anyway, the chat ruminates on that. That's a good one.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I love it. So, the chat is so good at naming.
Yeah, the names are ridiculous. So good.
Okay, so yes, Darby. So Darby wants to fly on over
Sounds
to
good.
Roxbury.
Darby, are you okay to fly?
I don't know. But I'm gonna try. I think fresh air would help. I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Okay.
Definitely have fresh air.
But before you fly, Morgan, please repeat your question.
All right. What is being concealed?
What is being concealed is, well, who did it? Really, here's kind of the weird thing about this is one of the other players currently quarantined in your garage is Kit Schmidt, and so you have access to Kit's knowledge of ritual magic, and like you, Nana Mathers, and Kit Schmidt are all kind of sitting around with like ancient tomes open. And the trick is that for all of you to be affected by a ritual like this, because that's probably what happened, is there was some kind of ritual that dropped an enchantment on you. Now, ritual magic like that usually works where you are dropping it on an area. You're saying that clock tower, I'm going to hit that thing with a spell. Or, or in order for you to target people, you need to know their full names. That is to say, if you're not in line of sight or you don't have a clear knowledge of an area, the only way to kind of target someone with some kind of enchantment at distance would be by knowing their full names.
Wait, do people know my full name?
You don't think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one knows my full name. I just go by Zlobs.
So the trick is the trick is that either for all of the sunflowers to be affected, someone needed to have like seen you and like hit you all with a ritual at some point while you were all in one place, or someone needed to know like your full names. So that's the story. While that kind of Kit and Nana and Morgan kind of come up with.
It's probably the Angelicas. This is like an Angelica thing to do. But we're not even
Why?
playing them. They're not even playoff contention.
No, the Angelicas are out of. Well, I mean, technically, all teams enter the playoffs, but it's if you're in the bottom two, you have to like play in first, and it's a whole thing. It wouldn't make sense for the Angelicas, you don't think, but who knows? They are a big fan of cheating. So Darby, you wanna fly down to Roxbury and maybe grab a hold of some of the roses to see if they could help.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea for me to do right now.
So
I think it's gonna go well.
Yeah, let's see how you do here. By the way, all of you, since you are all you all have, biting, stinging head colds, you all have a -1 to tough. So that's going on.
I'm so tough though.
So Darby, give me a 2d6 plus cool to just kind of keep a steady head while you fly.
Oh, that's a 9.
Hey, all right. So you you head over to Roxbury. It's not a terribly stable flight. You're kind of banking a lot more than you should be.
Got laughed at sometimes by some birds.
Yeah, there are birds that find it very, very funny that a very large bird doesn't know how to fly. You fly down to Roxbury, and do you want to go to their ballpark?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you fly to their ballpark, which is a place called The Hill.
The Hill.
Yeah, it's the Hill is what could best be described as the most Boston-looking place you've ever seen. It's this beautiful tableau of a field with revolutionary gravestones just past right field, and this the outer walls are made of like Boston pudding stone, and you got these great gates that lead into the park, and there are always Revolutionary War reenactors that are just kind of milling, and it's really just quite a lovely spot. It kind of showcases Boston's rich history. And it is by no means empty. It looks like their practice just ended, and there are a couple of roses kind of hanging out, including Wallaby Stegosaur, who is their starting first base person, and for your money, one of the largest kids you've ever seen.
Stags.
Darby. Land, you look wobbly.
Can you just knock me out of the air?
Yeah, all right. Wallaby Stegosaur, whose genetics are only about 70% human, is able to kind of like extend his great arms and kind of slap together his hands and create this kind of thunderclap that kind of knocks you out of the sky into a bit of a controlled spiraling descent, where Deer Fox Hopscotch, who is wearing pogo shoes, ends up kind of running, jumping, catching you, and putting you down.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay.
This looks grim.
Yeah, I think I'm probably doing better than the rest of the sunflowers, if I'm honest. Maybe not. Maybe we're sick. We're all really sick, and I know you all are healers. And we were wondering if maybe some of you could come back to the Mather's house and help heal us. Is that a thing? Is that
That's
something
a
you could
thing.
do? That's a thing. Okay, I thought that might be a thing. We're just not. Morgan said she thinks it's some sort of magic. It's not like a normal sickness. It's magic.
All right, hold on.
I don't get sick normally.
No, you're an angel, right? Not that I'm prying.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, well,
Do you
hold
want
on.
to pry? No, never mind. I don't know. I'm tired.
Bruiser, come here. One of the other roses, by the name of Bruiser Stack, who you would think would be very large and tough, but is in point of fact very small, just making it into the cutoff for Little League, actually, because he is very young and very tiny. He runs up, and Wallaby asks him to consult the library, and so Bruiser kind of nods and kind of with his hands opens up like a trap door in space and kind of pulls out half a dozen books and kind of lays them out, and Wallaby and Deer Fox and Bruiser all start reading them and consulting, and Wallaby is saying, okay, all the sunflowers are sick. Are any
It's like-
sunflowers not sick? Or you think it's all of them?
I think it's all of us.
Okay. Are your parents sick?
No. It's only the team. And it's like kind of like a cold,
I see.
I think. Mindy said the common cold, but it's not common.
Not for you, anyway.
No.
All right.
How do you live this way? Humans.
Well, it's not easy.
Stronger than I thought.
Yeah, okay. I think for that, well, the sense I get, and I'm willing to bet Morgan probably already told you this is some kind of diffuse enchantment.
Yeah, she used those words.
Well, Morgan is wise. Yeah, all right. I'm going to talk to my parents and see if they can give 5 of us a ride up to the Mathers house in Somerville. We'll be there in a bit.
Could I just ride on the top of the car?
Yeah. Or in it, we've got a big car.
Okay, if you don't mind that I'm sick. Yeah, well, it's Matt. Yeah, that'd be good. I don't think I should fly again right now.
I don't think you're contagious.
Okay. Then.
Morgan.
and
Morgan.
within a few minutes. What's that?
No, I was going to talk to Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan,
Sorry.
okay. Don't be afraid.
What?
Shock me. You said it's magic. Just unmagic it by shocking me.
I don't think that's gonna work, Zlobs.
Put that electric baseball up my nose.
I don't think that's gonna work either.
What?
Sus.
That electric baseball up my nose.
You know what matters? I'm done arguing with. Yeah.
All right. Morgan, give me 2d6 plus tough, please.
Tough. That's weird. It's definitely a weird roll.
To mush a ball into your face without hurting you is tough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Well, Zlobs, it doesn't work. Oh, and one of your last, and this thing has been hanging out in there for a long time. One of your last baby teeth came loose.
Oh, we solved that puzzle. Just blood bleeding everywhere. Mr. Mathers,
just as congested.
Mr. Mathers, I need a second cup. Not this one's not for snot.
Is it for blood by any chance?
Yes, I don't want to mix them.
All right. This is so gross.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nana, can't you just make us some kind of concoction?
Well, sure, I could, but it would alleviate the symptoms, but then you'd essentially forget that you were enchanted with something. But what concerns me is the fact that you've been enchanted with something.
I guess that makes sense. What concerns me is my head hurts.
It's tough to be a detective when all you want to do is go to bed, Tiv. I'm not very good at jokes right now.
She's not on her game. Don't listen, Nana. She's usually so funny.
No, I know. I understand. It's been a long time since you've been under the weather, Mindy.
Yeah, well, you fixed me a long time ago to not really get sick anymore. And this, I have to say, I don't miss it, Nana.
Well, it goes to show that chemical or alchemical means don't solve every problem, only about 99%.
99% is pretty good.
It's not bad, but sometimes that 1% is magic. Unknown diffuse enchantment magic.
What percent is collecting secrets?
Well, sweetie, you're the expert. What would you say?
I would say variable.
Fair. No, we'll get this sorted. I think Darby's bringing some healers up, and they can. So long as we figure out the enchantment, they'll be able to purge it. At least I certainly hope so. I should probably order some Chinese food.
Yeah, probably.
And Nana runs to the landline to order a shocking amount of Chinese food. Yeah, so all of you are kind of sitting when, some time later, Darby arrives with pretty much the entire infield of the Roxbury Roses. The Wallaby Stegosaur is... Morgan knows Wallaby because Morgan knows everybody. Wallaby is the oldest member of the team. He's in his final year as a Roxbury Rose. He's also enormous because part of his genes come from dinosaurs. So he certainly kind of cuts quite the figure as he meanders across the front yard, and he immediately starts kind of like barking out orders for all of the sunflowers to show up. And so, kind of cars full of sick sunflowers are emptying onto the front yard of the Mathers house, while Nana Mathers is like doing all kinds of math and talking to Deer Fox Hopscotch and Bruiser Stack, and it's a whole thing. They, over the next hour or so, which by the way is cutting into your practice time for the game.
Zlobs is getting antsy because he's like in practice mode.
Yeah, and this is your last practice before the last game of the regular season. So this is a good practice. So because everyone is now late to practice, Coach Martinez shows up. And so Coach Martinez, Nana Mathers, the Misters Mathers, and a smattering of parents are all kind of like standing around like this weird impromptu block party, while a group of Somerville sunflowers are sitting in a geometric pattern on the front yard, surrounded by 5 Roxbury Roses. What they're going to try to do is to kind of bang out two things at once. One, they're going to try to magically figure out what the enchantment is, or its origin, and then two, try to excise it from all of you. So,
Oh,
Do we have to stay awake during this?
it would be preferable because the dreams would probably be terrifying.
Okay. Okay, that's very helpful to know.
Mm-hmm.
I might be able to do that.
Who's all the parents are here?
Like a group of them, yeah. Some of the kids carpooled.
Oh, who's leading this?
The ritual wallaby stegosaur.
Okay, I gotta read their mind.
That's fair.
To be safe, for safety.
Very
Let's do it. We're already under the influence of magic, and I don't know Wallaby that well. To be safe, it's prudent to read their mind.
You know, it really is. 2d6 plus weird.
Thank you. 7.
Partial success. So, all right. Let's do it this way.
Okay.
You can either get good news and a mediocre secret, or mediocre news and a good secret.
Good secret. Good secret.
Okay, the mediocre news is that you're trying to just get a sense generally of, are these, like, is this safe? Is it on the up and up? And I don't know, there's just something floating around in the air that seems strange to you. So that's the part that like you're like the ostensible reason for the pry was to make sure everything was on the up and up, and like you cannot confirm that. The good secret though is wallaby stegosaur has I thought of a good one. Wallaby stegosaur as a dinosaur is as a part dinosaur is very, very obsessed with asteroids and asteroids that might hit the Earth.
Right.
And Wallaby stegosaur is pretty sure that fairly soon an asteroid is coming close to the Earth.
I write it down.
As I'm staring up into the clouds, this seems very familiar. Like really familiar. Like exceedingly familiar, John. Like Zlobs talked to like some version of himself from the future or past about this very moment. Just something so familiar, something like that. I see you highlighting it.
2d6 plus weird, please, as Destiny's plaything.
Oh, there it is, 9.
All right. Yeah, we cut back to the coal chute where you and Umpire Sunman were having a dialogue. You were working through a stack of granola bars at this point in the evening. And Nana Mathers, like as Sunman starts describing the events that are about to happen, the little green line that Nana Mathers is following on her computer starts like wildly flopping around. Whoa. I'm here for this one. Be careful. And so Sunman kind of pauses for a second. You're going to have to clean up the front yard.
Okay. With like covering fire? Like clean up?
No. Maybe. But whatever happens, you're going to make a big mess.
Oh, that sounds like me.
Yeah. And Nana Mathers is like looking, and she sees like the green line stabilize again, and she gives a thumbs up. And
great.
cut back to the present.
What's up, Zlobs?
Oh, I'm just. Do you know where Mindy keeps the brooms?
The robes?
Are you looking for my brooms?
Yeah. Can I have access to your brooms, please?
Brooms.
Brooms. But BARUOOOOMS.
Rooms.
Yeah, those.
The brooms are in the kitchen closet.
Oh, thank goodness. I go get the brooms.
All right.
Are we supposed
that?
to leave the circle?
Uh-oh.
All right. Someone's going to need to roll for this ritual. -1 because Zlobs left the circle to get the whichever one of you is feeling lucky, give me a 2d6 plus weird.
I can do it.
All right.
Oh, ho, ho. Yeah, that's a natural 12.
Well, all right then.
Does that make it a 13 total?
14 because I got. Oh yeah, 13. Yep.
That's even luckier.
Wow.
Luckiest there is.
Yeah. Lucky that I moved out of the circle.
So,
Good
Morgan,
thinking, Zlobs.
this is very, very interesting. The ritual is going to do two things, and Wallaby Stegosaur kind of talked you through all of it, and said, all right, first what's going to happen is we are going to map out who caused this. We're going to find out the origin of this diffuse enchantment. Then we're going to, kind of like they're talking, Wallaby's talking like a lot about metaphysics, but essentially all of you are here, and there's essentially a thread going through space-time connecting you to the cause. Once they find the cause, there will be a line in between you, and then the second part of the ritual is kind of snipping it. So, like, that all makes a lot of sense to everyone, but perfect sense to, like, Morgan and Kitschmidt. So, Morgan, we've got good news and bad news. We'll start with the good news. The good news is the Roxbury Roses, and you're like looking at their faces, they're doing chanting, there are like little piles of chalk everywhere that are like crackling with electricity and all of this. And you kind of see this weird tether like manifest in the sky, like with your sight beyond normal sight. You see all of you are being affected by this ritual. And as time kind of unwinds within the ritual, you can almost see it's almost like watching the rain in reverse. Like you can see the enchantment like leaving and starting to create like a tether up into the sky. And it starts like looping back down to the ground. And you look at Wallaby Stegosaur and Deer Fox Hopscotch, and you look at them and they get like increasingly panicked. And Wallaby Stegosaur says, the second part of the ritual, let's do the second part. And they kind of cut from the who did this part to the let's cut the tether part. And so they do that, and it's very successful. And Darby, for the first time in what feels like a million years, you fill your lungs with a breath in through your nose. Mindy, Zlobs, you stop. You even in the garage where you're gathering up lots of brooms, your nose just like empties of mucus.
Oh, I'm glad I have a mop.
Yeah, it's super gross.
Who besides Wallaby was in the ritual? It was Wallaby and Bruiser.
Yep, Wallaby Stegosaur, Deer Fox Hopscotch, who does some kind of tech stuff. Bruiser Stack, the like very small Roxbury Rose that could magically pull books, and then a couple of other Roxbury Roses as well.
Okay. Why don't I take a peek inside Dear Fox's mind then?
2d6 plus weird, please.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. 8?
All right. Partial success. For this one, with a partial, you can either learn a secret or definitely absolve Dear Fox Hopscotch of any wrongdoing.
Secret. I picked the secret. I wasn't feeling well today, so I'm sort of not in tip-top shape for resisting secrets. I've been compromised. So I'm especially impressionable.
I'm just updating my notes here. Wallaby Stegosaur thinks an asteroid will hit the Earth soon.
Racking them up.
Dear Fox Hopscotch.
Dear Fox Hopscotch works in tech. That is Dear Fox's situation.
As a 10-year-old?
Oh, like the windflowers.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, Dear Fox is an inventor. Dear Fox has currently in her draft folder of her email address an email that she is nervous to send to Fauner Bachman.
Oh no. No. Hey, Stegs, can I start cleaning up the circle?
Yes, by all means.
Oh, thank goodness. I start sweeping.
Hey, Wallaby.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Is this secret?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yes. All right.
Oh, I start listening.
I'm gonna send a small shield wave towards Mathers.
Like a stiff breeze kind of hits you in the face.
Wallaby, you were guiding me through the ritual. You're telling me the principles of what was happening, and you specifically told me that the arc of energy would aim towards the source.
Yes, if you take time out of the equation and look at all points at once, you'll see that causal arc. That's what we wanted to snip.
Right. That arc pointed towards us, the group, the people in the circle. Can you explain that?
$2d6 plus charm, please.
5.
I'm going to give you two options. Wallaby does not want to tell you, or Wallaby tells you and it's the worst news. It's either Dear Fox or Bruiser, I think.
Dear Fox or Bruiser? I've known them for like a year. They're very. I mean, Bruiser specifically helped me out of a few jams. I was going straight to detention. Why would they do this? Do you know why?
It's been a tough season, I think. 2 wins, 5 losses. We're in the bottom 2. Bruiser and Deer Fox were talking after we lost against Braintree that we couldn't lose one more.
Yeah.
We were going to refuse to lose. But what could we do? We train, we practice. It's not all about winning, you know. But I don't know. I think Bruiser and Deer Fox see differently.
You know what? It's not worth winning if it's not honest.
Right.
Thank you. This won't get back to you. I hear Mindy messaging me telepathically.
Oh.
What?
Or we're done with the secretive conversation?
Thanks. I shake. Okay.
All right.
What, Mathers? What?
Why'd you shield me?
Because I needed this to be between us, and when I said it was between us, I needed that to be true.
Put it down.
All right.
What'd they say?
They said that we're gonna have an honest game tomorrow.
It's not even worth writing down.
We're gonna go past the max, and we're gonna have a real game tomorrow.
Is someone saying go past the max?
Go past the max.
Past the max.
Go past the max. Go past the max.
Are we letting the Roxbury Roses leave?
I'm gonna trust that Wallaby is gonna make sure this doesn't happen again. And I'm going to let them leave because I have a lot of faith.
Morgan,
Do the right thing.
Do you want me to look into anyone's mind?
No.
To look for honest and truth?
No. I'm going to walk away, but I'm not going to make sure that Mathers does it.
Your objection has been noted.
Stags.
Darby.
Before you go, make sure you grab some Chinese food from inside. Nana got a massive amount.
You got it. And actually, at this moment, Nana is wheeling out in a radio flyer wagon just a small mountain of takeout boxes to load up the Roses with.
Thank you, Roses.
Oh, before they leave, I'm going to run up to Deer Fox and Bruiser.
Yeah, the two of them are both paler than they were when they got here. Mm-hmm. And they see you both, and they were having some kind of small conversation, and then they stop and kind of stiffen up and look at you.
Morgan, can I come?
Yeah, come on, Mathers. In fact, Darcy, Zlobs, let's see him off.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much. I feel so much better. I don't know. It was like a whole Kool-Aid jug full of snot that came out of my face. It was above average.
They don't need to know.
Why?
Never mind. They didn't need to know.
You know what this reminds me of? I feel in a really good mood because it reminds me of that time that we were leaving someone's house and that someone's name is Fauner Bachman. And I guess the reason it reminds me of that is because it feels so good to not talk to Fauner Bachman.
Here.
And when we were leaving Fauner Bachman's
trouble.
house, I was like, excellent. We're not talking to her anymore. And that's how I feel right now. Good. And that's how it feels to not talk to Fauner Bachman.
Oh, remember when we get like kicked out of the league for a whole week, and we missed the best game of the year because we talked to Fauner Bachman?
All because of Fauner Bachman. Do you know what I mean, Deer Fox?
Mindy, 2d6. Well, I'll put it to you this way. What do you want what do you want Dear Fox to take from this? Are you intimidating her? How do you want this to go? What's the ideal state you want Dear Fox to exist in after this conversation?
I think probably intimidated about Fauner Bachman.
2d6
Probably just
weird.
knowing that she's bad news.
I'm going to be looking at Matters the whole time like, what are you talking about?
6.
With the +2.
Yeah, total.
Dear Fox, about halfway, Mindy, through your kind of very coded message, Dear Fox's eyes narrow, and she like very intentionally breaks eye contact with you, pulls out like a bottle of water and starts drinking it. And like just as you're like finishing that last sentence, Dear Fox says, "Always a pleasure to come up to Somerville. Glad you're all feeling better." And she turns and walks off.
Bye,
Good
Dear
luck
Fox.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Here's to an honest game.
Bruiser's still here trying to read what exactly just happened.
Hey, Bruiser.
Hello.
Bruiser, whatever happens tomorrow, I'm still coming to your birthday party. You're still going to be my friend.
Bruiser starts crying.
I give Bruiser a hug.
Oh, Bruiser. Oh, I'll hug Bruiser. Hey, Bruiser, I heard you got your first hit the other day.
Bruiser is trying to say something, but it is now sobbing.
Oh, no.
Bruiser.
I hand him the snot cup.
Bruiser kind of like, like his face is all like puffy now, and he's just like nodding and cradling the cup.
You can just let the snot go into the cup.
And yeah, with that, they all get into the car and to drive off.
I'm going to run back and get 2 hot dogs before any of y'all do. No, take off.
Wait. Wait.
Middle of the night. Bruiser Stack can't sleep. And so he like slips out of bed and opens his bedroom window and climbs over to the tree and slides down the tree and stands in his backyard, waiting for the bird. And the bird, a stock dove, lands and looks him right in the eyes and says in a very raspy voice, "I thought you wanted to win." Bruiser started nodding his head. "You still owe what you promised. I do not offer such gifts for free."
Never make a deal with a bird.
Bruiser nods. "Have a good game tomorrow."
Uh-oh.
And the stock dove flies away. Epilogue 2. Also the middle of the night.
Uh-oh.
Also in Roxbury.
Uh-oh.
Dear Fox Hopscotch is looking at the footage of the little scarab drone that she built. It clattered over. She's watching it kind of clatter up the service road to Longstalk Field, and seeing you all at practice last week. That was how they were able to target the ritual, she and Bruiser.
Oh, and
she looks and she nods, and she drags the schematics for the Scarab drone into an email addressed to Founder Bachman. Subject line: Young Innovators Internship ... for your consideration.